So by grounding through this yoga practice, you bring your mind into the present moment, bringing a sense of calm and peace to your current reality. So throughout the practice, I will guide you to tune into certain parts of your body or just recognize your body as a whole when we're in a certain pose. If you are not familiar with Reiki, Reiki is a Japanese energy healing modality. So during Shavasana, I will talk you through a grounding meditation. I will invite you to welcome the Reiki energy into yourself, and then I will channel Reiki for about 10 minutes. Reiki is an intelligent energy and it knows where to go. So whether you might be having some physical ailments, some emotional or some spiritual ailments, Reiki will come in, do what it needs to do, and then it is just up to you to drink a lot of water afterwards to help the energy flow through your body, because water is a beautiful conductor of energy, and just ground yourself as much as possible, which you will be doing through this practice and through the meditation. So if you enjoyed today's session, you might choose to support me by offering a donation. You can follow my Insight Timer profile to stay updated on my further yoga classes and also my oracle readings and Ask Me Anything sessions. So today we have Venus, Mars, and Pluto all conjunct in the sky. Venus is the planet of the divine feminine. Mars is the planet of the divine masculine. Let's talk about those first. They have been conjunct since February 12th, so that means that they're in the same place in the sky. They are dancing with each other, right? This beautiful sensual dance. They are awakening sensuality, even sexuality, maybe bringing a new love or romance into our lives, maybe opening new avenues of love or romance with a current partner, and also with ourselves. Okay, so Pluto is the destroyer. He is the planet of unearthing. So I've been listening to a handful of astrologers, and it is easy to take this conjunction into a more negative sense. I've been hearing some of them say, like, be careful of your relationships because Pluto's driving over them. And I'm going to take the higher expression of this conjunction. So Pluto, being the destroyer, being the unearther, Pluto comes and he picks things up and he looks at them from every angle. He rips them apart. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take some time and examine our own feminine and our own masculine, because we are all in balance. The goal is to be in balance, but we all hold masculine and feminine energies within us. Gina, this is my first time practicing with you. Excited for the experience. Wonderful. So glad to have you here. Thanks for joining us. So throughout the practice, just tuning into when your feminine energy is coming forward and when your masculine energy is coming forward. And this is not necessarily a time to judge yourself or place any emotion to it. It's all about just recognizing. So looking at your divine feminine, looking at how you nurture yourself and others, how you show compassion to yourself and others, when you are using your intuition, and how you are led by emotion. So maybe during this practice, taking a look at what parts of those feminine energies are helping you to expand and grow and move forward, and what parts of those feminine energies might be holding you back. And then we'll look at our divine masculine also, looking at how we provide for ourselves and for others, how we protect ourselves, others, how we take action, where we show up with our bravery, where we lead, and where we are led by logic. Examine what might be holding you back, choose to leave it behind, choose to grow. So I hope that explanation gives you a little bit of some insight on how we are going to use this practice. And again, never placing judgment on yourself, simply noticing and just becoming aware. All right, so let's get into this Mars-Venus-Pluto conjunction yoga. We're going to start today in a seated position. So finding a comfortable, either cross-legged position. You can start on a chair today if that feels good. Settling your sit bones down to the surface beneath you, feeling grounded, Perhaps imagining roots growing down from your root chakra, just grounding you into Mother Earth, into this present moment, if you choose. Placing your hands to rest either on your knees, perhaps on the mat next to you, whatever's more comfortable. And gently closing your eyes. Breathing deeply here, sending the breath all the way to the bottom of your belly. As we scan over our bodies, tuning into the present moment, bringing all of your awareness inside of your head, feeling beneath the skin, inside of the skull, becoming aware of your inner environment. Flowing down into your neck and throat, feeling into this space. Coming down into your shoulders. And watching your attention as it flows down inside your upper arms, your lower arms, out into your hands. Coming to your chest now, slowly running your attention down the front of your body as you tune into the beating of your heart. Moving down into your abdomen, feeling into the organs settled behind the abdomen here. Dropping your awareness down into your pelvic floor. Bringing your awareness to your upper back and slowly flowing down the back side of your body. Feeling into the backs of your shoulder blades, the backs of your ribs, and your lower back, the backs of your hips, and into your glutes. Flowing down the insides of your upper legs, your lower legs, out into the tops of your feet, your toes, and the soles of your feet. Taking a moment to feel into the inside of your entire body. Now bringing your attention to the movements that the breath is causing within your body. Feeling the chest expand and contract with the breath. Maybe your shoulders rising and falling. Feeling the belly rise and fall. Tuning into today's intention. Using this intention throughout the practice on the mat, or perhaps taking it with you as you step off the mat into your day. Some examples of intentions for today. I honor myself. I honor my body. I trust in my journey. I am present here and now, or any other intention you choose. Once you have settled on your intention, matching breath to movement here, placing your palms facing upwards. Inhale the hands out to the sides, reaching up above head, bringing the palms to touch at the top. And as you exhale, drawing your palms down the center line of your body, settling that intention deep within your heart space. Inhaling the arms up above head, collecting all of the energy around us. supporting our intentions. And as you exhale, drawing all of that energy into your heart. Once more, inhale the arms up above head. Calling in your guides, calling in your angels. As you exhale, drawing their support along with your intention into your heart. Beautiful. Beginning to warm up the sides of our body. Let's place our left fingertips on the ground beneath us. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. And as you exhale, slide the left palm as you reach that right arm up overhead. Inhale to come back up to center, placing the right arm out to the right side. Left arm comes up. As you exhale, reaching over to the right side. Flowing here at your own pace, matching breath to movement. Inhale to reach, lengthening the spine, and exhale, folding over the side. Feeling the expansion in the sides of your body. Feeling the ribs expanding. Being mindful to roll the rib cage up towards the sky, creating openness in your chest and shoulders. Holding stretch anytime it is calling you to. Noticing your sit bones being grounded into the space beneath you. When you're ready, meeting me back in the center. Taking a deep inhale to reach the crown of your head up to the sky. Imagine a string is at the very top of your head. Your spine's being pulled straight up. And as you exhale, dropping your chin down to your chest, keeping your shoulders relaxed, keeping the rest of your spine in one straight line, feeling the expansion on the back side of your neck here. Matching breath to movement as we circle our neck open. Inhale as you drop the right ear to the right shoulder, rolling your head to the back of the room. And then as you exhale, coming around to close the circle, left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest. Inhale as you roll the neck open, rolling the head back. And exhale as you close the circle, rolling to the front. Intending to release anything that no longer serves you. Knowing that the neck and shoulders are a common place to store any negative emotions, any stress. And using the breath to come in and collect anything that no longer serves you, and release it to the mat on the exhale. When you're ready, switching the direction of your circles. Noticing where in your body you are feeling the stretch. Perhaps down your upper back, into your mid-back, perhaps in your shoulder blades. Perhaps you feel it in your biceps, your shoulders. Tuning into any energy tingles you may be feeling within your fingers. Beautiful. Coming back to the center. Inhale, reaching the crown of the head up to the sky, and exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Breathing here, keeping the rest of the spine tall. Perhaps moving your left arm out to a 45-degree angle, feeling the stretch through your bicep if it feels good for you today. Or perhaps bringing that right hand to the left side of your face, gently deepening the stretch. Just listening to your body, using your intuition to guide your practice. Tuning in to observe if you are being led by your intuition or being led by your logic. Just noting. Beautiful. Inhale back to center, taking one cleansing breath here to straighten Inhale, reach the crown of the head up. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Tuning into where you feel this stretch, perhaps reaching that right arm out to the side, ever so gently. Perhaps placing the left hand on the right side of the face to deepen the stretch. Sending the breath to any areas of tension you may be feeling. Coming back up to the center. Taking a cleansing breath here. Wonderful. On the inhale, taking our arms wide. Inhale, opening up to the universe. And as we exhale, coming in, crossing our arms and giving ourselves a nice, compassionate hug. Inhale to expand. Opening up, opening the chest, reaching the shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, cross your arms in the opposite direction. Coming in for a hug. Inhale to open up to the universe. Matching breath to movement, exhaling at your own pace. Giving yourself a nice little hug. Option to stay here and settle, or to continue to move, whatever your body is calling you to today. And I invite you here, as we are moving through this compassionate pose, tuning into yourself and asking yourself where in your life you are showing yourself compassion. What areas of your life might deserve a little bit more compassion? Again, thinking with no judgment, understanding that we are all human here having this human experience. And recognizing that even our mistakes deserve some compassion from time to time. Perhaps settling in on an area of your life that deserves a little bit extra compassion and settling as you hug yourself, perhaps dropping your cheek down to your bicep and giving yourself that much needed compassion, understanding, unconditional love. Beautiful. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, giving yourself one final hug, just thanking yourself for being here today. Beautiful. Then dropping your hands down to your knees. Moving through a few rounds of seated cat-cow. As we inhale, shine your chest to the front of the room, reaching your shoulders and top of the head behind you, arching the back. And as you exhale, rounding the back, reaching the crown of your head down towards your hips, pressing the backs of your shoulder blades to the back of the room. Inhale into cow. Exhale to cat. Matching breath to movement, moving at your own pace here. Noticing how this feels on your lower back. Tuning into how this feels on the backs of your rib cage. Tuning into how this feels in your shoulders and upper back. Tuning into how this feels on the back of your neck. Using the resistance of your hands against your legs as you round into cat, perhaps feeling a stretch through the collarbones here. Beautiful. Coming back to center. Let's exhale as we fold over here. And similar to our neck circles, we're going to inhale as we open our hips up to the side, bringing the whole torso up and around. And exhale as you close the circle, rounding back down. Matching breath to movement. Inhale to open the torso. Exhale to round it down. Tuning into the hips. Saying hello. Checking in with how they're doing today. Moving at your own pace. Holding any position in this stretch. However your body is calling you to. And switching the direction of your circles. Opening up with an inhale. Closing the circle with an exhale. Feeling into all four corners of your hips, all four corners of your back. Beautiful. Taking one more circle in this direction. And meeting me back in the center. Moving into a baby cradle. So either leaving your left leg bent or perhaps placing your left leg straight out in front of you, whatever's more comfortable. Taking your right leg, hand in one foot, foot in one hand, knee in the other hand, and drawing that leg perpendicular to the floor, parallel to the floor, up towards your chest. If this is where the stretch is for you today, that's wonderful. If you are feeling a little bit more open, taking your knee in the crook of your elbow and taking your foot in the crook of your elbow, either interlacing your fingers or placing hand over hand, symbolizing cradling a baby as you cradle your leg in towards your chest. Keeping your spine long, keeping your sit bones pressed against the ground here. An option to stay here, tuning into the stretch, or perhaps gently swaying side to side. Tuning in here to the feminine expression of nurturing. Looking into your own life and recognizing where and how you nurture others. Tuning into some places where you might be over nurturing, maybe enabling others. Just accepting those areas of ourselves. Taking any of that over-nurturing energy and letting it go as you place that right leg back down to the mat. Switching your legs here, bringing your left foot up, either knee and foot in hand, or bringing knee and foot into the crook of your elbows. Breathing here, feeling the expansion on the back of the left hip. Option to sway side to side here. Twisting the trunk here as you sway. Tuning into some areas of your life, either in yourself or in others, that might need a little bit more nurturing. Maybe an area that has been neglected. An area that is crying out, wanting to grow, that needs just a little bit more love. Maybe intending to vow to show just a little bit more attention to that area of your life. Beautiful. Releasing that left leg down to the mat. Meeting me in a tabletop position here. Spreading your fingertips wide, planting the palms down to the mat, keeping your shoulders over your wrists, and keeping your hips over your knees, pressing the tops of the feet down to the mat. Finding balance within ourselves here as we lift the alternate leg and alternate hand. So settling your weight into the right knee, lifting that left leg behind you. Finding your balance here before reaching the right arm up. Left leg, right arm. Focusing your gaze either on the mat, perhaps a few feet in front of the mat, or directing your gaze out in front of you. Feeling into your own power, finding stability within yourself. Balancing the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, the dark and the light. Beautiful. Dropping both back down to the mat, coming into your tabletop. Recentering yourself, spreading those fingers wide. When you're ready, lifting the right leg behind you. Finding your balance before lifting the left arm in front of you. Just noticing how this side might feel a little bit different, a little more shaky, a little less shaky than the other side. Trusting yourself to find balance in all aspects of your life. Breathing deeply here, feeling the line of energy running from the tips of your left fingers all the way to the toes in your right foot. Beautiful. Exhale, back down to tabletop. Flipping the toes here as we inhale, coming up into downward facing dog. Lifting the hips up and back. Pedaling the legs here, warming up the backs of the legs as we settle into our first downward dog. Keeping those fingertips spread wide to take pressure off of the wrists. Pressing your chest towards the back of the room, allowing your head and neck to relax here. When you're ready, settling your heels down towards the mat, coming strong into a downward facing dog. Taking a couple deep breaths here, tuning back into today's intention. Inhale the right leg up, three-legged dog, keeping your hips square to the mat. And as you exhale, stepping the right foot between the hands, rotating your back toes to a 45-degree angle, coming up into warrior one. Deep bend in the front leg, pressing through the pinky edge of the back leg. Tuning into the masculine energy here of bravery. Keeping your chest lifted, crown of your head up towards the sky. Tuning into areas of your life where you are brave, where you bring your courage on a daily basis. Recognizing the parts of you that show up with no fear. Parts of you that choose to push through areas even when there is fear. The bravery to protect yourself, the bravery to protect others. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale as you press the knuckles down to the ground, lift your chest, lift your head. And as you exhale, fold forward from the hips, letting your hands follow, coming into humble warrior. Bowing to the areas of your life where you show up with a brave mentality day after day. Acknowledging your strength, but remaining humble. Beautiful. On your next inhale, rising back up to warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot with the hands. Coming back up on those left toes as you inhale, back to downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath here. Beautiful. On your next inhale, reaching that left leg high, three-legged dog, hips stay square to the mat. As you exhale, stepping that left foot forward, coming up into warrior one. Left toes straight, knee in line with the toes. Right toes at a 45-degree angle, deep bend in the left knee. Examining here in this pose where there might need areas of your life where you might need to be more brave. Areas of your life where you might be shying away because you feel less than, not good enough, not capable. Harnessing the energy from the areas of your life where you do show up in a brave manner day after day. Choosing and vowing to bring those energies into your life where you may have been shying away. Feeling into your own personal power. Keeping your chest shining up. Interlacing the fingers behind your back. Inhale as you press the knuckles down to the ground, reaching the chest and head up to the sky. Exhale, bowing down into humble warrior here. Bowing down to yourself, bowing down to the path ahead, bowing down to the progress you have already made, acknowledging where you have come from, where you are now. Acknowledging all of your growth. Inhale the arms back up to warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot. Turning up on those right toes, inhale back to downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath here, settling in, shining your chest to the back of the room, feeling your shoulder blades expanding behind you. On an inhale, coming down into a plank position. Shoulders over your wrists, fingers spread wide, feeling into your power here. Moving through a few rounds of plank into a high lunge as we focus on where we are taking action in our lives. So stepping the right foot between the hands, reaching up into a high lunge here, finding your balance. Exhale, stepping back into plank. Inhale, stepping the left foot between the hands, coming up into the high lunge. Exhale, stepping back into plank. Moving here at your own pace, as quickly or as slowly as you need. Tuning into the areas of your life where you have been taking action. Acknowledging all of the steps that you have taken. Recognizing that taking action takes courage and bravery. Even if it's one step at a time, forward movement is still forward movement. Taking time to honor where you have come. Now tuning into areas of your life where you may be avoiding action. Where you may be avoiding the next step due to uncertainty, perhaps not being sure of yourself. Stepping that foot between the hands, symbolizing watching yourself, taking that next step forward. Continuously taking steps, even though they may be difficult, even though it might be challenging to stand up, to show up every day. Knowing that even one step is one step closer than where you are right now. Beautiful. Taking one final step forward. Once you return into your plank position, lowering down chaturanga, keeping the elbows close to the body, slowly lowering the whole body down to the ground. Resting your tops of the feet on the mat, bringing your hands in front of yourself, stacking hand over hand, making a little pillow with the backs of your hands for your forehead. Resting here in crocodile. Feeling the blood flowing through your veins, feeling your heart beating against the mat. Feeling a massage within your belly and digestive organs as you breathe against the mat. Beautiful. Placing your hands underneath your shoulders here. Pressing yourself up and back into a child's pose. So either leading your knees together or perhaps walking them one step out for a deeper stretch on your hips. Settling here, dropping your forehead down to the mat. Walking your fingertips out in front of you, letting your chest and armpits melt down towards the mat. Tuning back into today's intention. Beautiful. Rising up here into a kneeling position as I surprise you with today's challenge. Moving into a pose that is just a little bit more challenging. And my intention for bringing this in today is to help you notice if you are using your intuition or if you are using logic as you move through the difficulty of this pose. So we are attempting crow pose today. If you have never done crow pose before, trust yourself. If you are an expert at crow pose, I encourage you to go ahead and come into your expression of it. And just tune in and notice if you are using logic or emotion. If you are talking yourself through the mechanics of the pose, or if you are saying, I'm afraid to do this. If you are new to crow, place your hands on the mat in front of you, fingers spread very wide, about shoulder width apart. You come up onto the balls of your feet. Beautiful. If you have a block or a blanket or a pillow, if you would like to put something in front of you just for safety, feel free. We are going to bend our elbows as we shift our weight forward, placing your knees on the backs of your arms. And gently, one foot at a time. Let's just bring one foot at a time up, noticing how that feels. Maybe placing that foot down, bring the other foot up, notice how that feels. And when you're ready, attempting the full expression of crow. Just noticing, are you leading with emotion or are you leading with logic? Are you allowing your masculine energy to drive? Or are you allowing your feminine energy to drive? Wonderful. Nice job. Very proud of you. Let's settle down onto our backs. Laying down on our backs, let's come into happy baby. So bringing the pinky edge of either foot into our hands, Bending the knees deeply, drawing the knees down in towards the armpits. Keeping the small of your back pressed against the mat here. Feeling the expansion between your legs, deep within your hips. And perhaps swaying your happy baby side to side. Beautiful. Keeping that right knee drawn in, release the left leg all the way down flat against the mat. Placing our hands out into a T, and on an exhale, crossing that right knee over to the left side of your body. Coming into a supine twist, letting your gaze float over to the right, perhaps taking that left hand, placing it on the right leg to deepen the stretch. Settling here, just tuning back into the masculine energies explored in today's practice. Bravery, courage, and action. Embracing the traits that you believe are serving you, that should stay. And embracing the traits that are no longer serving you, that can leave, stay on the mat. Using your breath to collect anything that no longer serves you. And exhale everything out on the out breath. Beautiful. Untwisting from the neck first. And slowly allowing that right hip to float back down to the mat. Bringing the right leg straight. Drawing that left knee into your chest. Placing your arms out at a T, and on an exhale, crossing the left knee over towards the right side of your body. Letting your gaze fall over to the left, perhaps taking the right hand to the left leg to deepen the stretch. Tuning into the feminine energies explored in today's practice. Compassion and nurturing. Accepting the energies that belong, that are serving your highest good. Giving gratitude to them. And allowing any of those energies that no longer serve you to be released. Knowing that whatever you leave on the mat will be transmuted into a love vibration. Recognizing when it's time to give up what is no longer yours to carry. Untwisting from the neck first, and allowing that left hip to float back down to the mat as you settle into your final resting pose, preparing for Shavasana. Perhaps covering yourself with a blanket to stay warm if you choose. Allowing your eyes to gently close as you feel into the weight of your body being completely supported by the floor. Feeling into the back of your head, your shoulders, the backs of your arms, and your hands. Your upper back, mid back, lower back, and glutes, thighs, calves, and heels of your feet. You are supported by Mother Earth. Beginning to focus your attention on your breath, breathing rhythmically, deeply, and slowly. Using the breath to open the central channel of energy within your body by breathing the air in through the nose and watching it as it travels down your spine all the way to the root chakra in your pelvic floor. And on the exhale, watch your breath as it reaches up the spine to the crown of your head. Inhaling the air down into your root chakra. Exhale the air up to the crown of your head. Continue for a few rounds in silence. Releasing the breath back to your natural rhythm as you imagine roots growing down from the entire back of your body. Watching as these roots travel down into Mother Earth, pushing through the soil, digging deeper, digging wider, grounding yourself into Mother Earth. And taking the time now to welcome in your guides or angels for any assistance they may have to offer. Allowing permission for the Reiki energy to be received by intending to completely surrender to this Reiki energy as it nourishes your highest good. Bringing your focus now back inside of your body, allowing your thoughts to flutter away as you receive this precious gift of time for yourself. Allow yourself to be fully present within your body, noticing anything that may rise to the surface as I keep track of the time. Returning your focus to your breath, feeling into the weight of your body once again. Imagine a brilliant, glowing ball of sparkling golden light in the center of your chest. This warm ball of light surrounds your entire heart. On each inhale, this light becomes brighter and more vibrant. And on the exhale, the ball begins to grow in every direction throughout your body. Inhaling as the light shines brighter, and exhaling as the ball grows larger and larger until it encompasses your entire body. The golden light slowly fades away as the connection to this Reiki energy transmission closes, allowing you to return home to yourself. Taking the time now to send gratitude to your guides and angels and listening in to receive any last messages. And slowly beginning to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling your fingers and toes, perhaps looking side to side, maybe bringing your arms above head, taking a nice deep morning stretch, listening to what your body is calling for. And perhaps rolling onto your side into a fetal position. Signaling a rebirth of your new self into this new day. When you're ready, meeting me back in a seated position. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. The light in me truly honors the light in you. Love to all.